Hi, my name is Olga, and I'm one of the founders of Elegy Collective. And I'm practicing breath work, and I'm an expert in body-oriented therapies. And this is my co-founder, Lena. Hi.
Hello, my name is Lina, and I'm also the second co-founder of Allergy Method, and I'm an energy healer and hypnotherapist. And today, we want to talk about energy and the lack of energy, why people lose their energy and where to find it.
Oh my God, what a subject, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess let's just talk about what is energy in general, right? So maybe
Yeah, sure. What is energy?
what is energy exactly? So I think energy, when I thought about it the other day, it's like energy is really everything what we need to like work and feel effective, to live and feel alive, to love and be creative and be curious about life, right? So that's all energy. We need energy to live. And of course, we can kind of break it down to, our physical body, our physical energy, our mental energy. When it comes to the body, it's pretty simple. We all can touch and feel. We know that we are eating something and we feel a certain way. We start the day with a cup of coffee and ready to run. Um, we go to the gym and have some energy afterwards. So um, our body needs food. Our body needs calories to have some energy. So proper nutrition, proper diet gives us this boost um, so we can run around. But the question is this all what our body really needs? Is there something else? And I think I'll pass
Yeah,
really into
yeah, there is something else because if you don't see energy, it doesn't mean that it didn't exist. Like if you can touch it, like our thoughts, emotions, feeling, you can't deny that it is. And I can say that every person have uh, energy body, not only physical body, and it's the energy body is a little bit bigger than our physical body, and it has the energy centers that um, contains energy and store. It's like a big storage of energy that we use every day, not only for the physical like action. It's also the energy that we use to attract in our life different situations, good people, um, uh, and different things that we wanted to. It's like um, there's the popular thing that your thoughts is what attracting. You have to think positive and it will attract something in your life. The same with energy. If you don't have energy, it won't attract any good stuff in your life. So this is why we have the energy body, and it contains energy. And if something went wrong, for example, we are nervous because of the exam or because of the interview, and we start to be nervous. So it's emotions that come to energy, and the energy that comes to our body, and we start feeling, for example, a stomach ache or some kind of alarm in our throat. So it's the vicious circle that is come from one to another and didn't exist one without another. And the question that appears from this whole thing, why people have the lack of energy, why it's happened so.
So basically what you're saying, referring to is like our centers and like those are, I'm assuming our chakras, right? So,
Yeah, yeah.
and this has roots in, ancient time. It's nothing new what scientists discovered. So we're just hearing more and more nowadays in the Western world, there's words like vital energy, prana, energy, Chinese medicine, they have different words for it. So basically, what Alina's trying to say, just kind of summarize it, I guess, that there is something beyond our body, what we can't see, we can't touch, but it's really interconnected with our physical body. So it's kind of think about it as a physical body and our energy body. So kind of like two together, they have different layers. Just like our physical body has, muscles, have different tissues, our energy body also have different layers, and it's very complex, but it's interconnected. So That's why it's not just lack of food, for example, and good nutrients is the reason why we sometimes feel tired, lack of energy, fatigue, whatever you call it. So is that right? Is that kind of?
Yeah, it's very right. And we will, in our program that we create, in our program called Energy Booster, we will talk more about and give more information about why it's so, how your energy body is working, how it's related to our physical body, and how this is all circle is working with you, and what kind of things you have to do to increase your energy level. And the next question, the big question that we will discuss now and we will discuss in our program, is why we have the lack of energy.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, we all know that we do, but like why, right? So there obviously could be different factors. Again, it could be some underlying conditions, some medical conditions, it could be your lifestyle choices, problems with work, stress. And that's kind of where we want to stop and pause, because we identify as a problem of this 21st century that we have such a thing as the burnout and stress and anxiety. And I think this last 2 years of pandemic kind of uncovered it even more. We see more and more people looking for self-care, for some wellness techniques. So people do understand that there's something that's missing, that they need to deal with unhealthy stress. So referring to the stress what kind of keeps happening chronically. So not just stress what activates you and gets you going, but stress what you can let go, stress that happens from day-to-day basis. And that's what affects the quality of our life. And I think this is where like the mental drainage, energy is really happening.
Yeah, and I can give one like hint. So in everyday life, a lot of people feel themselves weak, or can feel themselves not smart enough, alone, because they don't have a family, or the boyfriend, girlfriend, wife or husband, whatever. And sometimes even incapable to live the life that I wanted to. And these thoughts, emotions, these feelings, they're so destructive, and it's the destructive process appears in our energy body, and our energy body starts to send a lot of energy that is stored in our energy body to block these feelings, to block these thoughts on a conscious level. And sometimes you can say that, oh, it's okay, I'm fine, I don't have any problems, but you have an unconscious level where everything that you were thinking about, everything that appears in your emotional mind is still there. And every day your body, your energy body is sending energy that you can use for your daily basis, for your living, for attractive some good stuff in your life. You're sending it to cover, to block this sort of feelings. And this is why it's very important to develop awareness, to listen to your body, and to understand where you lose energy. So this is the big amount of information that will also give you and we'll give you tools how to work with that on our Energy Booster program. And
you do really well in life, right? You just like, let's just ignore problem until it's
what happened every time. We're just ignoring. We don't want to see it. We don't want to hear about it. We just ignore, but it's still happening. We have the unconscious level of our self that is like grabbing everything, and it's still there, and the things that are happening every day, it's still there. You can just ignore it. You can do something with that.
Yeah, basically we can pretend that we ignore it, but it's still there. So, and that will affect us in a negative way in the long term. So that's why it's just really not sustainable to live this way. And this is one of the reasons we wanted to do this course. We call it Energy Booster. So for this exact reason, because we all feel that we need this boost. And some of us are better than others. You know, they can exercise and feel like, well, yeah, I feel a little bit better, but it's often enough, like not sustainable, not enough. And although there's tons of information online, as mind and body has been kind of a trend lately, people just don't seem to be able to find and stick to the routine. You know, they jump on like detox problem and detox program, and well, that's helpful, but why are we not continuing with it for a long time? It's just this kind of a mechanism of transformation is really difficult. You know, if you get excited, if you read something, oh my God, this program is definitely supposed to fix me, and you know, everything that they talk about I can relate to, and then I get excited, I start doing it. 2 weeks later, I'm frustrated, and I was like, where am I? Why everyone's doing well? I'm not doing well. I'm just nowhere. And then you let go and don't continue on. So
it's like you Google the mind and body wellness and do something, and it's not working. And it's the question why it's not working, and why you have to understand what you're doing. So it's not just a popular phrase, it's you to understand what you're doing with yourself, with your physical body, with your energy body, with your mental health, and etc.
Yeah, and I think one of the problem is that body, when you do any kind of body work, you actually can measure it somehow. When you do some mind work, you know, that gets a little bit confusing. Like, what is it? How do we measure? Do I feel better? Maybe I feel better. Do I pretend? Do I like lie to myself that I'm feeling better? Like, what is it? There's just really, really hard to measure, and it takes much longer. I'm a specialist in breath work, and this is something what, you know, everybody knows it's healthy for you. Like, you read and hear here and there, but it's just like, how do we do it right? Like, is one thing good for me, or is it just all the same for everybody? And then there's a problem of time, right? Like, we don't have time.
Yeah, sure.
Work, families, there's more work because, you know, we live in consumerism economy. We need more stuff, so we need more money, we need work more. So time is the asset. And then if we can't really measure either something is working or not, so do we want to dedicate time to it? Like,
I don't know.
That's why we thought about the new approach to the workouts, basically like mind and body workout, where you just need to dedicate very little time, even 15 minutes a day, and just kind of stick to it. So for our brain, I think it's very important to something that doesn't take too much time, so it doesn't just want to create reasons not to do it. So basically, you want your brain to adapt to new things and to new habits slowly, and don't deny them, or you know, but what
yeah, but it's the fact that for our brain to create new neurons, you need about like a week of doing something every day. So if you're doing something every day, there's a new neurons created in our brain, and you start to be very comfortable with that what you're doing, and your brain starts to changing because you're doing new things. The new things, like our brain is in such a condition that everything that's new, we are frightened of that. We are not ready sometimes, but you just have to start. So you're just starting and giving you like a week or 10 days. I'm just doing it, and whatever will be, whatever will be, I will see. So that's why we believe that every person is unique, and every person, like a structure of a person, the body structure, the energy structure is unique. And that's why we're giving you the we created such an approach that contains more than 5 different practices for you to try, and for you to figure out which one is working better for you. For example, as for me, I'm more I'm an energy healer. I'm working with an energy healer more than 4 years, and I've got different levels in that, and I ended a lot of courses like hypnotherapy and psychosomatics, and I know that because I tried everything. I tried everything that we will give to you in our energy booster program. I tried everything, and I understand that, for example, energy healing and hypnotherapy worked for me better, and it's worked for me perfectly. But I know that Olga is totally different person, and she can say that.
Yeah, and I need a different approach. So for me, physical exercise is a base for everything. So then I can add breath work, I can add hypnotherapy, energy healing, that just additional layers, and they work for me in combination. But for me, the foundation is physical exercise. So that's why I've been an athlete, and I did karate for about 15 years, and I'm still doing a lot of sports every day. So that's something that works for me. And again, this is why we want to introduce several different techniques so you can try, you can experience. It doesn't mean that you have to stop doing everything else what you do. And no, this is kind of an addition for you to try, to experience, and see if you find something for yourself that you can add to your routine, or create your little routine that gives you that energy boost, gives you a push, and makes you feel good, so you can just live a better quality life.
Yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
Let's go over the practices, so we're not just talking about some mysterious practices.
So the practice that I will give to you is the energy healing, it's the breath work, it's the hypnotherapy. It's a group hypnotherapy that's and there's some tools that you can do, like alone, sitting in your couch. We'll give you some different tools for relaxation. Also, it's meditation, and also it's body work practice. Did I forget anything?
No, I think it sounds a lot, but that will be a taste of everything, and I think you will really, really enjoy it.
Yeah, you will need about 15 minutes for each practice, and it's the good format to try and understand how it works, because we will tell you everything, how it's working, what are you doing. So it's not just a work that you just doing and not understanding what happening to you. We will tell you and give you information about everything, how it's work, what process in your body and your energy body is happening now, for you to understand, because we are here to increase your level of awareness, what happens to you every day.
Yeah, so we'll guide you through each technique, so you're not going to be thrown out in nowhere by yourself. So you can give us a feedback, and we can respond and reflect on, like, what are you feeling, how are you feeling, if there's anything which you've never experienced before and you want to share. So those kind of things we will be covering. We'll be guiding you through the whole process. So we'll cover some more information, more details. Just continue following us on Instagram and YouTube, and the course will start very soon. So I suggest you subscribe, and we will give you updates on when it starts, and then you can be one of the first ones to sign up, and we'll have some bonuses for this first users. So
yeah, and I have the one final question. That's the question that a lot of people can come with. Who should join? Who should join our program?
You're talking about all of it, but who is, well, it's honestly, it's for everyone. But I would say, if you have any of the following things, like you're not sleeping too well, you're too worried, being worried is okay, but worried too much, and it affects your life. And
you have health issues, you have always feeling sleepy, you have problems with relaxation. Some people can't relax, so they're always on a run and action, but they feel inside that they feel like they are out of energy, but they're still trying to do something. But it's just
one of the things when I highlight for myself, it's like, do you ever feel like wired but tired at 11 p.m. at night? You know, you went through the day, you're super tired, your body is exhausted, but you just can't close your eyes because your mind just keeps on going, and you cannot let go and refocus. So I think this is definitely for all of you, but also for those who just want to try something new and see if they get that extra boost of energy, and want to experience and try something very different, very unique. And I guarantee you guys will be diving into kind of a new world of the workout. So
yeah, we also will talk a little bit about psychosomatic and why things happen to your body. For example, there's a good example about the headaches. The headaches happens after you have a lot of people think that is stress, but it's not stress. It's you feeling yourself not incapable, not smart enough to solve some problem or question, not good enough to like cope with some working problems that appears or question that appears. So you, in some point, you're stuck and you're feeling yourself not good enough, not smart enough. So that's why the headaches appear. So we will talk about the psychosomatic things, the standard psychosomatic things, for you to understand why your body reacting on certain emotions like this or like that. And also you're losing a lot of energy because this is happening. So I am very excited for this program because we've put a lot of energy, we've put a lot of information in it, and I think it will be the perfect thing to spend not so much money, but get a lot of information, a lot of things that you can use for your entire life. And
practical, that's true. So
yeah,
less theory, we'll just jump into, you know, a lot more practice. So that's for sure. I'm sure you will you'll find something very interesting. But again, you'll also have an opportunity to ask questions, and we'll give you some sources if you're interested in certain subjects, so you can kind of continue on with your own exploration. But yeah, this was great. I think that
thank you so much.
Of what are we doing and what we're planning on doing. Again, it's Allergy Collective, and our course is called Energy Booster. It's coming up, and we're really excited to work with you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.